Africa is changing, and it's changing in some very important ways. Growth, we all talk about Africa growing. We all know that. The largest piece of arable land in the world is in Africa. Africa demographics is the most attractive. 50% of Africans at 21 are younger. Urbanization in Africa is growing. It's about 42%. China is 45%. Technology, mobile phone penetration, 80%. All of the stuff. I don't have to tell you that. You know that. Fantastic platform for executing strategy. Because the worst place to execute strategy is a market that's not growing. So you have the background for that. Take advantage of it. The second that came out yesterday in our discussions is consolidation. The market is beginning to consolidate. You would either be part of it or you'd be left out. What do I mean by that? Banks and financial service institutions and other companies are growing bigger every day. We're seeing African multinationals and large African companies emerging. MTN in the telecommunication space. Ecobank in financial services. Dangote in cement. Dangote is very interesting because he's built the 6th largest cement company in the world in less than 15 years, out of Africa. It can be done. That is the advantage you have when you're operating in a growing market and you're consolidating the business. The third thing that's coming through, and I think we see that especially in East Africa, is regionalization. Countries are coming together to create larger, more attractive markets. Classic case, the East African community. Now, those of you who are old enough will realize that this is the second coming of the East African community. In the colonial period, before independence, we had an East African community. And then once we all became independent, what do? We got our own central bank. We got our own national flags. We got our own airline. And what else? All different ways to spend money. But each country very small. As the world globalized, it became clear to our leaders, and it's becoming clearer to them, that we have to come together to create bigger markets. And the East African community, as a market, is as big as Nigeria in population. It's industrializing faster than Nigeria. It's getting richer faster with the discovery of oil in Tanzania, gas in Tanzania, oil in Kenya and Uganda. It's a more attractive market than Kenya on its own, or Uganda on its own, or Rwanda on its own, or Tanzania on its own. That regional platform is a very important impetus for growing businesses. The second point is Africa is not a country. Sometimes we forget, we talk about Africa, but North Africa is very different from Southern Africa. East Africa, very different from Western Africa. You have to go beyond the perception to the reality. What works in Kenya doesn't necessarily work in Ghana. What is the perception and what is the reality? You have to have local knowledge. I urge each and every single one of you. Please travel. Feel the people. Feel the environment. The best form of education outside of formal education is travel. The more you travel, the more you realize that while we're different, we're all very, very common in a lot of ways. Diversify to manage risks. That's very simple. If you're in one country, anything goes wrong with that country, it's over for you. If you're in 5 or 6 countries, it works.